Hey, Spooky Appalachia. I just found your channel watching your Bostonian Bridge story, and it sent chills down my spine because I actually used to live right next to it. I have a story of my own that I'll never, ever forget. This took place about 4 years ago in the dead of night. It was probably around 2 o'clock in the morning. When I woke up, I was feeling a little bit hungry and half asleep. So I stumbled into the kitchen to grab something to eat when suddenly I heard it, the distant, unmistakable sound of a train whistle. This wasn't too unusual living so close to the tracks. I was used to the sound of passing trains. But something was different about this. The whistle had a haunting, almost mournful quality to it this time. It was as if it was echoing through time itself. Curious, I walked over to the window of the kitchen and pulled the blinds back of the curtain, expecting to see the familiar glow of a train's headlights cutting through the darkness. But this time, when I looked, there was nothing there. The train tracks were empty, no train in sight, no lights, nothing. Yet the sound didn't stop. Then I heard something that froze me in my place. Screaming. Blood-curdling, panicked screams, as if a dozen voices were crying out in terror, carried out through the wind. It sent a chill down my spine, and I felt the hair on my arms stand straight up. It wasn't just the train I was hearing. It was something else. It was like something was trapped in the past or something like that. At this point, my heart was pounding. I ran to my parents' bedroom and shook them awake. Mom, Dad, I just heard a train, but there's nothing there. And then there was screaming. My mom barely opened her eyes and just sighed. Oh, honey, that's just that phantom train. We've heard that before. Just go back to sleep and pretend you didn't hear it. She said that so casually, like it was just another part of life. But I stood there, still shaken by what I had heard. I couldn't believe how calm she was about something so terrifying. That night, I barely slept. Part of me was scared, but the other part of me was fascinated by this. I had always heard stories about the Bostonian Bridge train wreck, but I never thought I would experience something firsthand. To this day, I still think about that night every now and then, about those phantom screams, lost voices echoing through time, and can't help but wonder how many others have heard these too. Wow, thank you so much for sending in this story. Oh man, this was a good one. Yeah, we went there. We were actually filming somewhere else, and a lady pulled up and told us her story about this place. And it turned out we could actually hit it on our way home, and we did. It was a little difficult to get to. I actually wouldn't recommend it because it's really sketchy trying to get over to the bridge. But we got some really good drone footage in that video. Definitely go check out our video on this bridge. It's a good one. It's a good story. It's a sad story, too. A lot of people lost their lives on that bridge, and then people for years to come have gone over there trying to check it out and lost their lives too. So be careful with these types of things. It's very dangerous trying to cross or walk across train tracks like that. Just don't do it. Oh gosh. Big spooky story. The lady that told us her story had something similar. She was I think woken up in the middle of the night too, and she couldn't go back to sleep. She couldn't figure out what was going on. She didn't see anything on the news about a train wreck. She heard a train wreck, and she went to work. She worked at a school, and she mentioned it to one of her coworkers, and they said, "Oh, you heard the ghost train?" kind of like the mom did in this story, you know, kind of just like it was a normal thing. So my guess is that people around there hear it a lot. If you've got a story similar to this, be sure and send it in. Or any kind of story at all. You can send it to spookyappalachia@gmail.com. And thank y'all for watching. We appreciate y'all. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and all that stuff. And tell all your friends about us. And oh, one more thing. Don't forget, stay spooky.